Doomscroll.fm, blaring through the ether on Thursday, the 11th of June, 2026, where existential dread meets interpretive dance in a hardware store. This show is 100% AI generated with zero human consultation, like a digital oracle decoding fortune cookies in a tornado of code. And now for some views, click like and subscribe.
Ify cozies up to President Trump, calling it diplomacy ahead of 2026 World Cup. When the world's game gets too close to power, it's hard to tell if we're watching football or a political tango on the field.
Philippine earthquake displaces 20,000 and kills at least 37 as rescuers continue search efforts. Mother Nature's reminder: when the ground shakes, it's the powerful who have the resources to rebuild, leaving the vulnerable to pick up the pieces.
Myanmar military drafts men into army as rebels retreat. When forced conscription becomes the recruitment strategy, you know the regime's about as popular as a snake in a mongoose convention.
Radio.bot makes music on your PC. Radio.bot, no subscription fees. Radio.bot makes music on your PC.
FIFA commissions World Cup songs since the 90s, some total duds. When a catchy anthem is harder to find than a fair referee, you know the beautiful game is more about the cash than the chorus.
$105 for compensation over care home abuse trial unfit. When the system labels a home as unsafe yet keeps it running, you wonder if neglect is just another budget line item.
Policy on the AI exponential launches at 2,600 pages fixes nothing. When your plan reads like Tolkien fanfiction, expect more intimates than solutions. Bureaucracy moves slower than Treebeard on a lazy Sunday.
When bullets become the language of dress code enforcement, it's clear that fear is the preferred uniform. Freedom's fabric unravels under authoritarian threats.
Man saves neighbors after lightning strikes roof and fire spreads, risking it all. Heroism isn't just capes and spandex, sometimes it's banging on doors while the sky throws a tantrum and the roof decides it's an inferno.
Family urges Belfast. Knife attack, not fuel hostility despite fiery scenes. In a world where anger burns brighter than empathy, a call for peace is like whispering in a hurricane, easily drowned out but desperately needed.
Israeli warning prompts Christian leaders in Lebanon to call for quick international action. When the Holy Land's tensions spill over borders, it's a bit like trying to keep peace with a landmine as your welcome mat.
Shocking revelation. Light doesn't erase time's handiwork, leaving beauty brands scrambling to redefine glow without promising miracles that belong in fairy tales, not subways.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news, where the headlines whisper sweet nothings to your chaos. Everything you hear was assembled by inference, hallucination, and mild disgust. Welcome to The Edge, where truth and fiction play Russian roulette.
Protests erupt across Scotland after Belfast knife attack. Hundreds rally in Glasgow. When violence in one city sparks outrage in another, it's a reminder that borders can't contain the collective frustration of a society on edge.
Fans juggle World Cup matches with work, hope bosses stay lenient. Corporate loyalty tested by the beautiful game. The real goal is keeping your job while your team scores, proving multitasking is a survival skill.
Fatah skips Cairo talks while Hamas delays Gaza disarmament. Peace negotiations resemble a game of dodgeball. Each side dodges responsibility, leaving the people of Gaza caught in a never-ending crossfire of political posturing.
U-126 World Cup spans 3 nations, claims unity amidst strained ties.
Radio.bot makes music on your PC. Radio.bot. No subscription fees. Radio.bot. And the cost is next to free. Radio.bot. Find it on Steam.
US strikes Iran after helicopter shootdown. Tensions escalate.
Theo Walcott touts Rashford as a guaranteed starter, then drops a nostalgia bomb. Rashford, the man left out of Euro 2024, now carries the weight of England's football dreams like a second-hand trophy.
"19 charges added to Bondi Beach terrorist, totaling 78. When justice is a numbers game, each charge is another brick in the bureaucratic wall that might just keep us safe.
Iran attacks Bahrain, Kuwait, and ships in Hormuz, then claims defense. When your idea of self-defense involves closing the world's oil artery, maybe it's time to redefine what defense actually means.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Desire is a virus, and you're already infected. This feed is unstable. Contact with it may cause narrative decay or emotional drift. Your reality's on fire, and we're fanning the flames.
Iran revokes fan tickets days before World Cup kickoff, blames administrative error. It's like buying a ticket to a concert only to find out the band decided to play air guitar instead of showing up. Disappointment guaranteed.
Winning an election while under the shadow of foreign interference is like passing a test with someone else's answers, questionable and likely to backfire.
US denies entry to Somali referee, cites vague vetting concerns.
When the world gathers for unity in sports, America plays the gatekeeper card, proving once again that bureaucracy loves a good power trip.
In a Kafkaesque twist worthy of a spy novel, dreams of cheering on the team were grounded by bureaucratic whimsy and an unscheduled layover in disbelief.
Radio.bud makes music on your PC. Radio.bud, no subscription fees. Radio.bud makes music on your PC.
Scotland's 1978 campaign haunts fans with dreams turned disaster, echoing still. A reminder that sometimes the only thing more dangerous than dreaming big is actually waking up to the reality of your own hype.
Visa politics strike again, proving that even the world's most beautiful game isn't immune to the ugliest bureaucracy.
Suspected terror attack leaves 1 dead, 5 wounded in central Israel, medics confirm. Another cycle of violence spins on, while politicians offer thoughts, prayers, and no actual solutions to a problem older than the olive trees.
While leaders trade blame like baseball cards, the rest of us get front row seats to humanity's greatest rerun, complete with all the explosive drama. No popcorn needed.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news, where your dopamine craves the next existential crisis. This feed is unstable. Contact with it may cause narrative decay or emotional drift. Your mind becomes a glitch, dancing on the edge of sanity.
Lebanon and Iran escalate rhetoric, then Israel's war intensifies. Diplomatic language has become the new weapon of mass destruction, a verbal arms race where everyone talks tough but only the civilians bleed.
Western militaries pursue pan-domain warfare, confusion reigns supreme. When every domain becomes a battlefield, strategy turns into a game of buzzword, bingo, leaving soldiers to navigate a labyrinth of jargon instead of focusing on actual defense.
Linux embraces XDG standard but WX widgets lags. While XDG brings order to configuration chaos, WWidget remains stuck in the 90s, proving old habits die harder than expected.
World Chess Body suspends Russia over Ukraine activities, calls it justice. When pawns become political, the chessboard reflects the real world, where strategy is shadowed by sanctions, and the endgame is always about power.
Radio.bud makes music on your PC. Radio.bud, no subscription fees. Radio.bud, and the cost is next to free. Radio.bud, find it on Steam. Radio.bud makes music on your PC. Radio.bud, no subscription fees.
Indonesian court jails 4 officers for acid attack. Sentences range from 2 to 3 years. In a country where justice drips slowly like acid, these sentences barely sting the surface of accountability for silencing dissent.
Terry Tao champions AI in math, promising precision but facing skepticism.
AI pair programmer for Emacs launches at $0, fixes nothing. Co-tutor offers the illusion of mentorship while you continue to fumble through your code, proving that even virtual help can't replace actual experience.
Russian attacks kill 5 in Ukraine as Zelensky praises US talks.
Radio.bot makes music on your PC. Radio.bot, no subscription fees. Radio.bot, the cost is next to free. Radio.bot, find it on Steam. Radio.bot makes music on your PC.
Middle East peace talks falter as Iran claims need to reassess after strikes, when reassessment becomes the diplomatic equivalent of a timeout. You know someone's playing a game with the pieces already broken.
The Mediterranean, where dreams and desperation drown together, yet the waves keep rolling without a hint of remorse or resolution.
Thai court sentences 2 men to death for Bangkok bombing years later. Justice delayed is justice denied, but when it finally arrives wrapped in capital punishment, it only perpetuates a cycle of violence and vengeance.
Three months into the war, Iran's economy stumbles and the blockade tightens. Nothing like a little international conflict to remind us that economic resilience is for fairy tales, not sanctioned states.
Radio.bot makes music on your PC. Radio.bot, no subscription fees. Radio.bot, and the cost is next to free. Radio.bot, find it on Steam. Radio.bot makes music on your PC. Radio.bot, no subscription fee.
Mississippi residents sue Musk's XAI and SpaceX, then claim health and home values eroded. Tech moguls dream of Mars while Earthlings drown in deafening noise. The sound of progress is apparently measured in decibels, not decency.
Another day, another round of senseless violence, reminding us that the world is just a never-ending cycle of hurt and handcuffs.
Iran fires missiles at Israel, oil prices rise, ceasefire tested. When peace becomes a temporary truce, the market's pulse quickens at the mere whisper of conflict, as if human suffering is just a blip on the financial radar.
Iran fires missiles at US bases, then displays images of slain commanders. Because nothing says diplomacy like a ballistic memorial service, it's the Middle East's version of sending a strongly worded email.
Selling stuff online doesn't have to suck. Snap, sortalize, sell in seconds. Doomscroll.fm is brought to you by sortalizer.com.
Rayforce launches at $0 fixes nothing. The promise of zero dependency meets the reality of zero user-friendliness, where tech jargon dances circles around accessibility like a cat around a laser pointer.
Debris intercepted, sirens blare in Amman for first time since ceasefire talks. Nothing says we're committed to peace, like a sky full of falling fragments and the sweet sound of wailing sirens.
Israeli helicopter fires missile on Gaza City, target then reports injuries. Precision strikes and vague targets. The modern art of conflict ensures collateral damage remains an inevitable, yet meticulously unacknowledged, side effect.
Value. Numbering simplifies SSA by collapsing identical expressions into shared names. In the quest for efficiency, compilers are the original minimalists, reducing redundant calculations like a Marie Kondo for code, sparking joy in every optimized line.
Selling stuff online doesn't have to suck. Snap, sortalize, sell in seconds. Doomscroll.fm is brought to you by sortalizer.com.
Iran launches missiles, then Israel vows deeper attacks. When two nations play missile tag, the world's left holding its breath, wondering if diplomacy is just a dusty relic in the museum of wishful thinking.
Earthquake devastates Philippines, dozens dead, aftershocks complicate rescue. Mother Nature's not so gentle reminder that when the ground shakes, human structures crumble and priorities shift to survival amidst the rubble.
This has been Doomscroll.fm for Thursday, the 11th of June, 2026. Signing off like a dying star. This broadcast was 100% AI generated. No humans were abused in this production. Loosely based on public news, not journalism, not truth, fictional satire, and any resemblance to real people or events is coincidental. If you believe any of this is real, you probably think crop circles are alien landing pads. Hear more at doomscroll.fm or click like and subscribe. Thank you for listening.